In this video, I am going to be making a trading guide on like what you need to trade for certain units, like what units you need, like what's a good trade, and more. But I'm just going to talk about that, and maybe you guys can get some good trades with my advice. But first tip, if somebody's really wanting something like one time I got a jetpack cameraman just for a normal ninja cameraman. I got one of these guys, yes, a jetpack cameraman for just a normal ninja. Now obviously that guy was like begging to do it. He was like, and Jay was like, please, jetpack for ninja, please, I need it. So find people that are really desperate to get like those types units, because you could really get a good trade if you just find one of those guys. Now on to the second tip is what is a good trade. Now a good trade is like where you win. Like say I do a laser camera car for a Titan TV man. Now laser camera car is good, but Titan TV man is the best legendary since it does AoE and it does 900 per 0.2 seconds. It's the best legendary. So that would be a W since you're trading like one of the best legendaries for the best legendary. Trading Titan Cinema for UTS. Now obviously you don't want to downgrade. So basically downgrading is like, say I trade this for like a Titan upgrade Titan Speaker Man. Now that would not be a good trade just because that is the best mythic. Like I said, that was the best legendary since it does AoE. That's the best mythic since it does AoE as well. And does 3,000 damage per 2 seconds. Well, 0.2 seconds. Now I have my friend to demonstrate something. Alright, so I'll just say, put mythic. Put your mythic in there. Alright, so you see how he has the best mythic, okay? He has the best mythic. So say my cinema man was an upgrade Titan cameraman or a speaker man. Imagine if I said add, okay? Imagine if I say add and I have a more legendary than the best legendary. He'll be like, well, I'm just going to decline. So you obviously don't want to just say, oh, add when you're trading a less valuable mythic for the best mythic. That's just bad. Alright, so you see he has the ninja cameraman. Now say I was going to do like maybe a scientist cameraman and like a camera heli. Now that would be a good trade since you can get crates just by doing camera HQ or toad HQ. So you can easily get crates or people just trade crates like the whole crate, I think. So it's not really hard to get like scientist, large scientist. It's not too hard to get epics neither, so this would be a good trade. Now, ninja, say you have ninja, okay, and you're trying to get like, oh, laser camera car or mech. Now, I think people would say add for laser camera car or like mech since ninja is like one of the lower legendaries just because it doesn't do as much damage. So okay, now for example, I was just going to offer for this. Now I would probably, if you was me, I would probably just do a scientist cameraman, camera heli, and maybe a medic. That is what I would do. Cause you can get scientist cameraman easily. Like all you have to do, what did that just happen? Okay. All you have to do is camera HQ and toad HQ, and you can easily get crates. So these exclusives aren't really hard to get. Now, epics, they're kind of hard to get, but they do help a lot in trading, like a lot. So you basically just need to know like what is easy to get, what's hard to get, like what's somewhat hard to get. You just need to know, like say ninja is hard to get, but like say ninja is just hard to get. Well, it's not really hard to get, but let's just say it is. Now, they would probably say add if you're just doing medics, you know? They would maybe say, oh, just do another legendary, like legendary for legendary. if you was going to trade legendary for legendary, I would just do secret agent since it's the worst legendary, and this is like the 5th worst. All right, so that's that. You need to know what's good and what's bad. Okay, say he just puts a speaker helicopter in there. Now, I really want to go for rares and under just because they don't really matter. Imagine just trading rares, like a bunch of rares, like 50 rares just for a legendary. That would be weird. I want to be that guy in that situation. So I really want to do rares and under just because they don't really matter, like epics or higher. They just don't matter. So definitely do not trade for rare and under, because like nobody wants them. Nobody will even trade for them. Okay, let's just say, so another way to know how to trade is like what people want. Like they're always saying, oh, please, this for this, please. Scientist Cameraman for jetpack, please. So you need to know what people want. Like say the mythics were just the worst and nobody wanted them. If you put that in, most people would just decline. So obviously you don't want to do low demand items like rares. Just like I said, nobody wants them. All right, he just put in a scientist cameraman for. Okay, so let's say for example, scientist cameraman. Everybody wanted it. Like everybody in the server would trade their mythics for it. Now say you have one of these scientist cameraman, or say like there's a troop getting a buff. You obviously want to keep that. Like this drone, I know it's getting a buff, so obviously people are trying to collect it. Like a day ago, this was at 30,000 exists, now it's 35,000, because a lot of people are wanting to get it for the buff. If you know a troop is getting a buff, like this drone or like some other troop, you obviously want to keep it. Because why not have it after the buff? Because it could be more valuable. And it would just be no reason not to trade it away. Now, the best troops to go for, okay, let's start with exclusive first. The best troop for exclusive is this jetpack, TV woman, and camera drone. The reason I didn't say these three is because, well, these two are easy to get just from the crates. You can just be camera HQ and toy HQ, like I said. Titan cameraman, it's okay, but it's a bad like unit to like play like in the actual game. So a lot of people don't really want Titan cameraman. So that isn't really a good, like only jetpack, TV woman, and drone are the exclusives that people really want. Well, actually engineer, but like that's just too expensive for me. All right, moving on to the legendaries. So I would say Titan TV Man's the best legendary, then I would go Laser Camera Car and Mech. Now these three legendaries are probably the best legendaries. The other legendaries I would just probably put aside. Just cause like Titan Speaker Man's not really good. Ninja Cameraman, it's alright. Secret Agent, that's just dookie water. And Dark Speaker Man is also dookie water. So these are the best three legendaries. Now obviously people want AoE, cause like AoE is one of the main foundations in your loadout that you need. So obviously this is the best, just like this is the best mythic. And then Laser Camera Car, it got a buff where it does 1,000 more DPS. Laser Camera Car has a huge range, huge damage, and Mech got a rework and now it's just OP. Like before it was one of the worst legendaries. Now it's like the third best legendary. So these are the third best legendaries. Now mythic, it would obviously go Cinema Man, Titan Camera, and upgrade Titan Speaker Man. Now if you were going to put it into perspective of if you could either get Titan Cam or Titan upgrade Speaker Man, you would obviously do Titan Speaker Man, just because like every server I go into, there's a lot more people who would just want upgraded Titan Speaker Man than Titan Camera Man. 50% more people want upgraded Titan Speaker Man than Titan Camera. So if you were going to pick between those two, I would just go for upgrade Titan Speaker Man. So in trading, it would really go Cinema Man, Titan Speaker Man, and Titan Cam. But if you were playing the game, it would go Cinema Man, Titan Cam, and upgraded Titan Speaker Man. So if you were just wanting to trade, like all you do is trade and you don't actually play a game, I would go for upgrade time speaker man. But if you actually need troops to actually like play the camera 2 or 22, you would go for time cameraman. But that is all the tips that I have for today. I showed you tips on like what to trade for, what are the best units for like each rarity, and also I think I forgot about epics. Epics are camera, helicopter, then medic. These two are, because drone, it releases a mini tank cameraman with 15,000 health, 2,000 DPS, and then medic it on stuns, which is like, medic should honestly be like a legendary. I don't think medic should be an epic, because I mean, why have medic and epic when you need medic to beat the hardest map or the second hardest too? It just doesn't make sense. So I think this should be a legendary just because. That's just what I think for the medic. But that is all the tips that I have for today. I showed you what rarities are good, what to trade for. I didn't really get to what to trade to. Now, if I was doing time cam, I would probably, well, this is just a representative. I don't really know like what your guys' inventory is, so I can't really tell you like what would it be. But let's just say I have my inventory. I have like these guys, okay? You see? I would trade these free jetpacks, 2 of these Titan TV mans, a scientist, a TV woman, and a medic and camera heli. Now, I threw away the epics just because I have a bit of them left. I threw away some 10 TV mans since I have 4 of them. And jetpacks you can get really easily now. Really, really easily. Same with TV woman, so I would just put that in there. So if you were going for upgrade tie-in cam or speaker man, I would just do free jetpacks, TV woman, a scientist, 2 of these guys, medic and camera heli, and now if you were going to go for cinema man, I would just do all these jetpacks, this, 2 of these, laser camera car, medic and camera heli, TV woman. So if I was going for cinema man, it would obviously be a lot more. So that's why I increased the jetpacks to like every time cam, it went from free jetpacks, TV woman, 2 of these guys, and just the epics, to it being for cinema man. This, all of my jetpacks, my TV woman, this, my scientist cameraman, 2 of these guys, laser camera car, and medic and camera heli. So if you just had the troops that I had, that's what I would recommend if you had like my troops. But I can't really get to like everybody's inventory perspective, so that's just what I would trade for mythics if you had my troops. But that is for this video. That is all the tips that I have for you today. See ya.